We're taking a look at brand new Samsung S23 official cases. Let's start off with the silicone case. This silicone case comes in 5 colours. We have this cotton colour, which is sort of like an off-white with a tint of yellow. Then we've got orange, navy, khaki and lilac. What I really like about the silicone cases this year is Samsung have included an accent colour on the volume rocker and power button, as well as the Samsung logo on the back. This gives it more of a premium feel and look in my opinion. Talking about the power button and volume rocker, they're nice and clicky. However, they are just built-in silicone buttons, so they're not floating like you get on the leather cases. Another thing I like about Samsung cases is that they have individual cutouts for the camera lenses and flash. This means they're overall a lot more protective than if you just had a large cutout for all of them. Overall, the silicone feels nice and soft, and while it is a little bit grippy, it's not to the point that it's going to pull your jeans pocket inside out. Right, moving on to the next case. Now we've got the clear Gadget case out of the box, let's see what it offers. Now let's start with the case. The case is just made of hard plastic, and to be quite honest, it's a little underwhelming. The buttons are floating buttons, so they remain nice and clicky. However, the buttons are still made out of plastic, so again, you don't really get that premium feel from it. As you'll notice though, there is this cotton coloured button on the back of it. Now, this means that the phone doesn't actually sit completely flush when you put it on the table. However, this button does come off and reveals a mounting mechanism. In the box, you'll get this finger loop. With this, you simply align the notches on the finger loop and the case, then twist and you'll hear a satisfying click, which locks it into place. This means that it's not going to come off your phone at all. Now, with this attached, you can simply slide your fingers through the loop and easily keep hold of your phone. I think not too much of a concern on the S23. However, if you've got the Plus or the S23 Ultra, probably a nice option to have. Now, I would say this is slightly better than Apple's MagSafe version, as it is mechanically attached to the phone. This means that you can't just slide it off like you would with MagSafe things. As this is quite bulky, you may not want it on the phone all the time. So to take it off, all you have to do is slide this bit up and then twist again, and it will come off. This is great. However, I do think they need to release the cases in different varieties, because the case, as I mentioned before, is pretty underwhelming to be honest. Last up, we have Samsung's best-selling case, the Smart View wallet case. Now, we have ours in lilac. However, you can also get it in khaki, cotton and black this year. The design hasn't really changed too much from the last generation. You still have this window at the top here that when you fold it completely round, you can still use your cameras. Now, one thing they have changed this year is that you're actually able to store some cards in the front of this. Now, I'm unsure if Samsung will release more functions with the screen. However, I'm guessing that it will probably be the same as the S22. Now, other than this, it's a pretty standard case on the inside. The buttons feel nice and clicky, but again, they're not floating buttons, so they're not as clicky as something you'll get on the leather cases. You'll also have an accented lilac Samsung logo as well, which is a nice touch in my personal opinion. So there you go, 3 cases for the S23. I think my personal favourite still has to be this Smart View case. I like the way they've just made some iterative improvements, and now you're able to store some cards while still being able to protect all of your phone. Let us know in the comments below which one is your favourite, and make sure you subscribe so you can see our S23 screen protector installation video.